All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've had several people ask me, well, what about the apocalypse? Will the earth ever end, Ringo? Ringo, will the earth ever end? Ringo, what about the end of time? Ringo, will this happen? Well, let me tell you something. Yes, there is an end to the life, on earth, but not the earth. But not the earth. Here's how. This come out of Egyptian culture, okay? Egyptian history. Now, you have a sun and you have a serpent, okay? Right here you have some zodiacs that do not carry knives. Or these are called knives. And the knives, let's see, Apep, the serpent, is the most powerful forces of darkness. That's what these represent. This serpent right here, the most powerful forces of darkness. That's what this serpent represents. Now, these knives are the influences of evil and what zodiacs it affects you in, okay? But notice right here in Sagittarius, there's no knife. Right here in Capricorn, there's no knife. Right here in Aquarius, in Pisces, in Aries and Taurus, there is no knife. So there is no influence of darkness. There's influence, but it's not cutting you. It's not cutting into you, and it's not penetrating you. And this is how. Now you have a sun. And these are the names of this sun. Marduk, Mithra, Indra, Nibiru. Now these are just some of the names in certain cultures, but I have found in my research that some of these are different, okay? But the one that remains are two. There's two I've found. And one is Nibiru, and the other one is the righteous judge. Alright? And this righteous judge is found in Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Now, when all this judging and making war, this sun right here starts making war with religions, because when this sucker right here, when the heavens open and the white horse enters it comes through the heavens into our atmosphere, and we can actually see it and experience this, it stops affecting all this light, and energy of this light stops affecting us right here in Sagittarius. Now this part right here is coming. Alright? So right here in Scorpio is where we're at right now. Now this entire thing right here, this entire cycle, is Nebuchadnezzar's dream in Daniel chapter 2 of the gold, the silver, the bronze, and the iron mixed with the clay. Now this right here means, the clay means the lowest of the low. Right here is the peak of division in this cycle. Right here on this little dot. Now, I've done all my math. And this right here was where people was sold in Africa for slavery. Right here in the peak. Now, this is many blue moons ago. Many blue moons ago. Alright, but anyway, we have moved out of this and going into Scorpio. We're right here in the Dwapara, or the Bronze Age, which is the thigh in Daniel chapter 2. Okay? These are the feet, the thigh, the arms, and the head. All these are the kingdoms. All these are the kingdoms of Nebuchadnezzar's dream in Daniel chapter 2, which coincides with this cycle here of this sun in Egyptian culture coming through the zodiacs in a 25,770 year cycle of this righteous judge riding the white horse called Faithful and True, which is this sun coming into our atmosphere right here. And this is the completion of the Adam, that we live on in Revelation 21, 19 through 21 of the crystals. You have the earth, you have the sun and the moon, and you have the righteous judge. Now you have this rotation, its cycle, and you have the moon cycle, and you have the righteous judge cycle, which make up the Adam, which is Lucifer's creation out of matter. He imitated the energy, the pure energy atom, which is the same thing. The proton, the neutron, and the electron. Oops, my bad. Let me make this on down here. He imitated the atom, the proton, neutron, and electron with the sun, moon, and the righteous judge coming into our orbit on a bigger orbit. Okay, you got the sun, moon, and the righteous judge with the earth right there in the middle, making up the nucleus, which are the suns on the inside of it, going round, 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 causing the matter to burn, making the impurities, which are the minerals, come to the top of the surface as lava. Now, this is how carbon makes diamonds. They are compacted, compressed from the heat of purification called alchemy. And that's the same thing that happens to us. Alchemy. We are cleaned from the inside out by the Kundalini, the rising of the serpent, which is washed in the blood of the Lamb in the Bible. So now you have the end of the earth. Now the radiation and the heat and everything, it's going to kill. It's going to kill everything, and the microwaves, the radio waves and everything is going to react with the metals and melt them and burn them. Just like sticking a Pop-Tart cover in the microwave, it's going to spark and burn and melt and singe. That's why there's no metals left over from any other period, but there's plenty of blocks stacked up, because heat does not affect blocks, clay, like it does iron, like it does metals. Now, all this heat from this sun, when it gets up here at the peak, it's going to be completely destroyed. The earth there's going to be no life here. There's going to be only this sun right here. So you have, when it starts going away, when it starts leaving, this is when knowledge, after it leaves, they're going to start creating again, whoever it is, whether it be the Arcturians or the Pleiadians or the Zeta Grays or whoever. There's going to be constellations here starting to create people again, and start this cycle all over again, over and over and over and over, every 25,770 years. The earth, the life on earth will stop. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys.